Okay, I'm Bob Krone. I'm the provost of Kepler Space University, and I'm privileged today, which is 15 December in the year 2009, to be with the world's leading experts in lunar commercial space development. So,
my name is Dr. Thomas Matula, and my background is in business and space strategy and space commerce. Moon is the first step because the moon is the one area that's close enough to Earth that you can use telebotics to help develop the resources. And it also has the abundant resources and raw materials that the Earth needs. So that's going to be the first step to really the economic development of the solar system.
Thank you, Dr. Matula.
Psychologist and a management psychologist. I'm also an author, and my two current books give some indication of my interest. One is Space Enterprise, and the other one is Toward Human Emergence. But my particular concern is for return on investment. I believe that the American taxpayer invested considerable amount of money in going to the moon in 40 years ago at the request of President Kennedy, and we have not got the payback, the ROI, if you will, on that investment. Only now, after having left the moon in the 70s, are we beginning to talk about going back in 2020. And with a new administration, that policy may change. We have not have confirmation by the new president and his advisors as to whether the Bush policy of exploration will be followed. And that policy was to go to the moon permanently in 2020 and then to Mars and beyond. So we were there to establish a settlement, if you will, and industrialize the moon. Personally, I do not think this will happen by space agencies. I believe the future is with private enterprise, and that's what I have tried to develop in my books.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. For the record, I'm going to state that Human Emergence will be your 49th published book.
And its conclusion is that we cannot achieve our potential as a species except off-world.
Kepler Space University's vision, goals, and beliefs are exactly consistent with that.
My name is David Shrunk. I'm an aerospace engineer and medical doctor. I'm co-author of the book entitled The Moon, Resources, Future Development, and Colonization. The theme of the book is that the moon can be transformed into an inhabited sister planet of the Earth within this century using lunar resources. Now, one of the amazing things we're going to discover when we go to the moon is that we will have access to the unlimited energy and material resources of space. When we establish a link between human expertise and unlimited resources, we will be able to explore space on a grand scale and deliver an abundance of energy and material resources to the people of the Earth. The moon is the place to go.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, I'm Dennis Laurie. I'm the president of Transorbital Incorporated. We were the first company to ever receive a license from the U.S. State Department for a commercial venture to the moon. We were also the first company ever to receive a license from NOAA to be able to photograph from the moon and anywhere in between. Our objective was nice and simple, was to find a commercial reason why the moon could be a successful business venture that could be supportive of industries on Earth as well as developing new industries that could only be done in space. And part of our objectives had to do with the fact that on Earth we're running into trouble. We have 6 billion in population already. It's not unforeseeable that'll be 10 billion before too long. And we're rapidly depleting the resources that this planet has to offer. By going into space and by establishing colonies and business establishments in outer space, we can help to provide the necessary replenishment of those commodities which are being so rapidly used up now, and thereby provide a long-term viable business that could be the biggest in history for commercial space. That's our objective. We're capable of doing most of it now, and we hope to be able to do the rest of it in the near future.
Thank you, Dennis. And for the viewers who are watching this on our Kepler Space University website, what you've just heard is an essence of a panel which will be conducted in Chicago in May 2009 at the International Space Development Conference. Thank you very much, gentlemen.